Hello guys, welcome to my stick Mithai recipe. Easy and simple. Let's get into it. So all you'll need is 2.5 cups of flour, 1 carnation milk, 1 teaspoon cinnamon powder, coconut flakes, and butter. So I like to use the coconut flakes in my Mithai. A lot of people don't use it, but that's just how I like mine. I think it give it a nice taste. It's not just plain and bland. So let's get into it. So to the flour, you're going to add a half spoon of butter. You don't want a lot of butter in here. You just want, yes, half spoon to a spoon. Yeah. So you're gonna add that in there, and then you're gonna combine both together. Remember, guys, the butter have to be a room temperature, not frozen, because it's gonna give you a hard time. So let's begin mixing. You're gonna want to take a spoon and just scrunch that up. I prefer going in with my hands because it gets the job done quicker and more. It gives it more like a texture rather than using a spoon. So go in with your hands and break up all the lumps of butter that's left. Combine it nice with the flour. And then you can add your coconut flakes. I like to add, let's say, 2 handfuls. I like the flavor. I see a lot of people make this and just make it without any flakes, coconut flakes, but give it a try and let me know if you like it. So it is 1 teaspoon cinnamon powder and nutmeg, optional. I didn't add it, but you can add it too. It gives it a great flavor. So combine all of this together, and then we're gonna go in with the wet stuff now, which would be the carnation milk. Once you can no longer find lumps of butter, you could go ahead and add the carnation milk. So guys, you want to add this little at a time and not all at once. You want to mix as you go, forming the dough. Do not add all at once. So you give it a little mix and then add some more. So this is going to start forming into a dough. So after a few mixing, this is what it should look like. Not too hard, not too soft. You don't want it too soft, guys, because you wouldn't be able to cut it into the shape that you desire. So once it's formed like this, you break it into how much ever doughs you want. I got 3. It's not equal, but you get the point. Just break it into the doughs, roll it off, and put it aside. It's like the similar concept like roti. So once that's done, I just leave it to sit like for 5 to 10 minutes, and then I begin the cutting process. So you want to add some flour and roll it out round so we can begin the cutting process. Don't mind me struggling with the belna, guys. I was trying to hold the camera and do this at the same time. So once it looks like this, you cut it down in the middle. I know that was a pretty, uneven cut, but and then you start cutting it like this. As thick or thin, however you like it. Okay, so let's head over to the fire. We're gonna start frying. And remember, you don't want your oil to be too hot because it would get too brown too fast. So then you go in with your first set, not too much. You just want to test it out. Make sure it's not too hot. And remember, these doesn't take long to fry, like 2 to 3 minutes in the oil, and that should be good enough. You don't leave this in too long. Once it starts getting brown, you take it out. So my oil was a little too hot. That's why they start, browning up there a little too quick. But I like mine's pretty brown, so the brown doesn't matter to me. So you want to keep flipping it in the oil and turning it just so that it wouldn't have too much color on one side only. You want it to get an even cook. But I couldn't wait, so I took mine out. So once it's looking like that, you can take it out, put it to drain, and you continue this process until it's finished. Now for the sugar, you would need 1 cup of sugar, cinnamon sticks, some ginger slices, and half a cup of water. And let that boil. In the meantime, we have this cooling down. I put it in 2 different batches because it's easier to cool off and, turn into the sugar consistency that we want. So once this has been boiling for like 10 minutes now, and it's finally ready when it's foaming like that. So you want to strain it. And I use coconut sugar. Guys, this is like, they enhance the flavor by 100. Just try it. If it's not your preference, I get it. So after throwing the sugar on it, you want to sprinkle a little bit of coconut sugar. When I tell you it is delicious, give it a try, guys. So after doing that, you would start turning it to form the sugar texture on the outside. Yeah, you're gonna want to do that until your arms fall off, but hopefully soon it turns. I'm just kidding, guys. If you go into like an area with a lot of wind, it would cool it down faster and it would, turn faster. So there you have it, guys. That's what we're looking for. It's nice and crunchy and have the texture on the outside. I use brown sugar, so mine wouldn't look as white, but it is delicious, guys. So there you have it. Let me know if you enjoyed this recipe. Thanks for watching to the end. Please subscribe and like the video, and share it. Make sure you try the recipe. Thank you.